Lesson 9. Advice and Suggestions. Basic Patterns. I suggest you start thinking about careers with animals. I suggest you start thinking about careers with animals. My advice to you is to enjoy those things. My advice to you is to enjoy those things. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Can I give you some advice? Can I give you some advice? What do you suggest? What do you suggest? Can I give you some advice? Can I give you some advice? I suggest you do what he says. I suggest you do what he says. My advice would be to go home. My advice would be to go home. Is that your advice? Is that your advice? What would you do in my shoes? What would you do in my shoes? I'd recommend that you try to relax. I'd recommend that you try to relax. May I make a suggestion? May I make a suggestion? What do you think I should do? What do you think I should do? Let me give you a bit of advice. Let me give you a bit of advice. What would be your advice? What would be your advice? Dialogue 1. Tommy, you have been getting pretty good grades this year.
Thank you, Mr. Reynolds.
Have you thought about what you want to do for your future?
I guess I'll go to college.
Do you have any more specific plans about a career?
Not really.
What do you like to do? What are your interests?
Well, I like animals.
Good. I suggest you start thinking about careers with animals.
Like what?
Perhaps a veterinarian would be an interesting job for you.
Maybe you're right. I'll think about it.
Okay. Let me know if I can give you any advice in that direction. Dialogue 2.
How was the game, son?
It was rotten, Dad. We lost.
That bad, huh? What happened?
Everything you could imagine, and it was partly my fault.
Why do you say that?
I dropped an easy catch right at the beginning of the game.
And that alone lost the game?
No, but I made other dumb mistakes too.
Well, can I give you some advice?
Sure.
Forget about it. Forget about those mistakes.
Why? I really messed up.
Learn from them, but don't dwell on them. Everyone makes mistakes.
Easier said than done.
Maybe, but if you dwell on your mistakes, you'll not have the confidence to do better in the future.
Dialogue 3.
Oh, hi there, Margaret.
Hi there, neighbor. I was wondering something.
What were you wondering?
I wanted to know how you get your lawn to look so good.
What do you mean?
I mean, you have no weeds and perfect color. How do you do it?
A lot of time and effort is essential. I wouldn't worry about it if I were you.
Why is that?
Because you're happy. You've got a nice family and a good career.
So, why does that matter?
My advice to you is to enjoy those things. My life is empty and gray. I have plenty of time to garden.
That's too bad. Enjoy your lawn. I'm going to play with my kids. Bye. Dialogue 4. Ernie, what are you doing in the closet?
I'm trying to decide what fishing gear to take for our trip. What do you suggest?
I suggest you come out of the closet.
I meant what fishing gear would you suggest we bring?
Any pole will do, but I prefer a thicker one. And bring some colorful bait.
Sounds good to me. I've got a pretty thick pole.
I know, but this trip isn't really about fishing.
It's not?
Of course it's not. It's about us spending more time together and enjoying each other's company.
Well, that's true. By the way, you did a good job of planning.
I like to be on top of things. Have you put everything in the car?
Almost. Do you think you have room for my pole?
It's long, but I think I can make it fit. Okay, let's go. Dialogue 5.
Joyce, can I talk to you for a moment? It's about your test grades.
Oh yeah, they're pretty bad.
Yes, I know. But you do well in class and on homework. Why are your test scores so bad?
I don't know. Maybe I just had some bad luck.
I don't think so. Look at this test. You didn't even answer these last 6 questions. You could at least guess at the answer.
I just get so nervous that I can't think straight.
Oh, I see.
I don't know what to do.
Try to relax. Exercise before taking the test to get out some nervous energy. Take deep breaths before you start.
That's some good advice. Maybe I'll try it. Substitution drills. 1. Tommy, you have been getting pretty good grades this year. Tommy, you have been receiving pretty good grades this year. Tommy, you have been earning pretty good grades this year. Tommy, you have been making pretty good grades this year. 2. What are your interests? What are your hobbies? What are your tastes? What are your pursuits? 3. I suggest you start thinking about careers with animals. I suggest you start looking into careers with animals. I suggest you start considering careers with animals. I suggest you start pondering careers with animals. 4. Perhaps a veterinarian would be an interesting job for you. Perhaps a veterinarian would be a worthwhile job for you. Perhaps a veterinarian would be a fulfilling job for you. Perhaps a veterinarian would be a rewarding job for you. 5. It was rotten, Dad. It was awful, Dad. It was terrible, Dad. It was bad, Dad. 5. I dropped an easy catch right at the beginning of the game. I dropped an easy ball right at the beginning of the game. I dropped an easy pass right at the beginning of the game. I dropped an easy toss right at the beginning of the game. 7. Well, can I give you some advice? Well, can I give you some thoughts? Well, can I give you some insights? Well, can I give you some suggestions? 8. Learn from them, but don't dwell on them. Learn from them, but don't harp on them. Learn from them, but don't focus on them. Learn from them, but don't get stuck on them. 9. I was wondering something. I was interested in something. I was curious about something. I was wanting to know something. 10. I wanted to know how you get your lawn to look so good. I wanted to know how you get your yard to look so good. I wanted to know how you get your grass to look so good. I wanted to know how you get your garden to look so good. 11. Have you put everything in the car? Have you put everything in the van? Have you put everything in the truck? Have you put everything in the bus? 12. A lot of time and effort is essential. A lot of time and effort is mandatory. A lot of time and effort is required. A lot of time and effort is necessary. 13. I suggest you come out of the closet. I suggest you come out of the cupboard. I suggest you come out of the attic. I suggest you come out of the bedroom. 14. I like to be on top of things. I like to be in charge. I like to be in control. I like to be in command. 15. I just get so nervous that I can't think straight. I just get so worried that I can't think straight. I just get so anxious that I can't think straight. I just get so stressed that I can't think straight. Monologue. Traditionally, lawns or yards are an important part of American suburban life. At the very least, a homeowner has to regularly cut his grass. To not do so would cause his neighbors to complain. It's quite common for children to earn a few dollars doing this job for people. It's also quite important for residents to water their grass frequently. Many homeowners do much more than just water and cut their grass. Lawn care is a serious hobby for some people. There are special chemicals to help grass grow and kill weeds. Competitions are even held sometimes for the best lawn in a neighborhood. The lawn is a traditional symbol of life in the suburbs.